he's dressed. Of course, it's his birthday. He's late. I'm good. You can be late for his birthday. Old school.
Okay, I'm gonna call to order the council meeting for August 1st, 2023. Stand for Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, Madam Secretary, Aisha Thompson, would you call the roll?
Yes, sir. Mayor, thank you. A quorum is present for the City Council, successor agency, Housing Authority, and Joint Powers Authority.
So now we're going to do public comment. Any persons wishing to address the City Council, successor agency, Housing Authority, the JPA on any item on the agenda may do so at this time.
It's in the book.
With that, we'll close public comment.
Not in the book.
Item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Allow payment?
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, successor agency members, Housing Authority members, Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Butts.
Aye, M1.
Approval of the minutes for the City Council meetings held on April 11th, April 18th, and April 25th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. We have 3 public hearings, 4 public hearings. Mr. City Attorney, we have to take these separately? Okay, so PH1. So Madam Clerk, what's the next scheduled matter?
Yes, Mayor, the next scheduled matter is a public hearing to consider assessment levies for the Inglewood Street Lighting Assessment District 1980-1.
Has the notice of the hearing been given in a time, form, and manner as required by law? And do you have the affidavit on file?
Yes, Mayor, notice has been given and an affidavit is on file.
Have any communications been received?
No, Mayor, no communications have been received.
Is there a brief staff report on the matter?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, how are you? Louis Atwell, Acting City Manager. Just a little preamble on, there's going to be 4 public hearings. What I'm about to say actually refers to all of them, and that way I can briefly talk about each one separately. Under Proposition 218, which came through to the voters in 1996, an assessment district is a special entity sponsored by a local government agency, such as a city or county, like the city of Inglewood. And within the assessment district, a tax assessment or fee is imposed on properties directly benefiting from enhanced maintenance of these public improvements. In order to determine the cost of supporting the benefits to the district and the levy on the parcels, an engineer's report must be prepared each year. On July 18, 2023, city staff recommended to the City Council that a public hearing be set, ordering the levy and collection of assessments on the parcels within the districts, the 4 districts. Also, at the July 18th council meeting, the City Council voiced a desire to levy only the lighting and landscape district for the fiscal year 23-24, and not to levy the following districts: PH2, the Morningside Park Maintenance Assessment District; PH3, the Intown Maintenance Assessment District; and PH4, Darby Dixon Maintenance Assessment District. Staff then took the above recommendations and modified the staff reports at the desire of the council. However, for PH2 and PH3, staff recommends that the council look a little bit closer as to whether or not we should levy, okay?
Which number is this?
PH2 and PH3,
Okay.
okay?
Which areas? Which areas again?
Morningside and Intown. Okay, so
If I-
now I'm going to get into each one of them now, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, so for PH1, which is a Inglewood Lighting and Landscape District, the Inglewood Street Lighting Assessment District number 1980 was created in 1972 to provide funding for the maintenance, servicing, and operation of landscape and lighting improvements within public easements and rights-of-way throughout the district. In addition, this includes all property located within the city of Inglewood. Street lighting services provided through the assessment include the maintenance and ongoing replacement of about 2,200 City of Inglewood street lights and a little over 4,000 Edison street lights. In addition, landscaping and maintenance of median and parkway trees is also included. The annual assessment rate of the Street Lighting Assessment District has remained unchanged since 1993. And so the maintenance cost of the district that the engineer's report came up with was about $3.6 million. The funds contributed from the general fund is about $1.2 million, and the levy is about $2.4 million. That concludes my report on PH1.
Okay, is there any public comment on PH1? Hearing no public comment, we'll close public comment. I'm going to move number 2.
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Yes, Mayor. Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye.
Okay, PH2, this is the public hearing for the Morningside Park Maintenance
Excuse me.
Assessment.
I think you have to
He
call
hasn't
it, Mayor.
called it yet. I'm
I
sorry.
apologize.
It's okay.
So now, Madam Clerk, what's the next scheduled matter?
Yes, Mayor. The next scheduled matter is a public hearing to consider assessment levies for the Morningside Park Maintenance Assessment District 1974-2.
Notice of the hearing been given in time, form, and manners required by law. And do you have the affidavit on file?
Yes, Mayor. Notices have been given and an affidavit is on file.
Have any communications been received on the matter?
Yes, no, Mayor. Communications have not been received.
Again, is there a staff report on the matter?
There is, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Morningside Park Maintenance Assessment District number 1974-2 was created in 1974 at the request of local business owners in conjunction with the Morningside Park section of the Chamber of Commerce to benefit property owners by improving and providing maintenance for the commercial business area. The Morningside District is located in the city of Inglewood, south of West 84th Street, north of West Manchester, west of South Van Ness, and east of Crenshaw. Funding is provided for the construction or maintenance of parkways, parking lots, medians, decorative lighting, landscaping, and other incidental improvement activity. And services are provided 4 days per week. So this is one that we're coming back to talk about levying. Just to give you a little bit of color, nearly 99% of this area is general commercial. So there's maybe 1 or 2 residents in this.
Okay. Is there any public comment on this matter? Here, without public comment, now we're going to go to council comments. Now, one of the things I recommended was that we look at these to see if we were going to forego the levies. Now, I've been informed that a couple of these are primarily commercial areas. This one has a couple residences in it, so it would reduce property taxes for those de minimis number of residents, which is not something.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. It actually would be assessed upon all of them. There may not be
On
anybody.
all of them?
Yeah, all of the parcels.
Right,
So
on
it-
all the, but I'm saying you said a couple of them are residential.
Yes,
That's what I'm
they're
referring to.
multifamily residential.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this would reduce the levy on a couple multifamily residential units. Do you happen to have the number?
No, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I don't have that in front
But
of
you
me.
know that it includes some residential properties. And so I wanted to bring to the council's attention that if we don't continue this levy, we would reduce the property taxes on a couple of residences, but the main relief would go to the people that own commercial properties. Now, your hope would be if there was a lower property tax levy, they would lower the rents to small businesses. I don't think that's going to occur, but that's the color to it that I wanted to add. Councilman Morales.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the Public Works Director, Mr. Atwell, did a good job of kind of saying, hey, take another look at this. And we appreciate that, Mr. Atwell. The truth of the matter is that when this was voted in, that was taken into consideration. We've gone through this before, and while all of us want to give relief to the residents, I think the mayor's assessment, which was what I was going to say, is correct. Whenever you deal with multifamily, it's not the norm for the landlords to pass on the savings to the residents. That right there should make our decision. We don't, as far as I'm concerned, we don't need to look any further. They get service 4 times a week, I'm sorry, and they become accustomed to it. At which point, if we ever, don't have that service or don't have the subsidy to do it, it would be harmful to them. So I just wanted to point that out. I agree. I don't know how we would take action here, though. Are we changing anything?
No, we'd move 2 and 3. We'd move this, if we're going to continue the levy on the commercial properties.
Number 2 says, I guess that's why I'm misunderstanding, adopt a resolution declining to levy. So
I
we would
see.
have to make a motion to continue to levy, to move forward with the levy.
Yes.
On the transaction, right?
So are you making that motion?
I am.
I do have a
Sure,
question.
go ahead, Councilwoman Gray.
And we're talking about the Morningside Park area, correct?
Yes.
Right, and I think you stated 99% of that area is commercial
That's correct.
and the rest residential, so I do agree with the comments from my colleagues on the board.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla, Morales,
Aye.
Fogg, Mayor Buds.
Aye, and again, it is not a resolution declining, but it's a motion to levy.
Right.
All right.
Motion to levy.
Is that good?
That's good. We'll
Mr.
provide
City
a new
Attorney?
updated
Okay.
resolution.
Okay, and I'll move number 3.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg, Mayor Buds.
Aye, PH 3.
Yes, Mayor. The next scheduled matter is a public hearing to consider assessment levies for the Intown Maintenance Assessment District 1975-1.
Has the notice of the hearing been given in a time, form, and manner as required by law, and do you have the affidavit on file?
Yes, Mayor. Notices have been given and an affidavit is on file.
Have any communications been received on the matter?
No communications have been received, Mayor.
The staff report, Mr. Atwell.
Yes, once again, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. The Intown Maintenance District number 1975, which is located in the city of Inglewood, east of North La Brea, west of North Locust Street, and south of East Regent Street, and north of Kelso Street. The district was formed in 1975 at the request of local business owners to attract customers, increase business patronage, and provide funding for tree trimming, street and sidewalk maintenance, sign replacements, pavement markings, and other incidental improvement activity. And services are provided here about 2 days per week. Again, just a little bit more color on to what's out there. So 95% of this area is historic core or commercial, and there are 2 mixed-use residential in the area.
Okay. Is there any public comment? Hearing no public comment, I'm going to make the same comments as before, that this is something to benefit the commercial area. Commercial landlords are not prone to pass on reductions in levies to their tenants, and this is a levy that gives them additional services. So.
And Mayor, with the same comments, I will move to adopt a resolution
To levy.
And the city attorney will give
Second
an
it.
updated resolution.
Second.
Thank you.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg, Mayor Buds.
Aye.
Move item 3.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. PH 4. Madam Clerk, what's the next scheduled matter?
Yes, Mayor. The next scheduled matter is a public hearing to consider assessment levies for the Darby Dixon Maintenance Assessment District 1987-1.
Notice of the hearing been given in a time, form, and manner as required by law. And is the affidavit on file?
Yes, Mayor. Notice has been given and an affidavit is on file.
Have any communications been received on the matter?
No communications have been received, Mayor.
Staff report, please, Mr.
Yes,
Atwell.
Mr. Mayor, thank you. The Darby Dixon Maintenance Assessment District number 1987-1 is located in the city of Inglewood, south of West Century Boulevard, north of West 104th Street, west of Crenshaw Boulevard, and east of Club Drive. The district was formed in 1986 to provide funding to upgrade and maintain existing public improvements to streets, sidewalks, parkways, alleys, general landscape maintenance, and servicing, sanitation, and appurtenant facilities. Street sweeping activities are provided weekly, and maintenance of alleys and parkways occurs 3 times per week. This district is primarily multifamily. It's about 80% multifamily.
All right, in this case, this is what we were talking about last time and what I was trying to achieve. This is the residential area, and although the reduction of the levy would accrue to the benefit of the property owner, the landlord, the reality is we do have a strenuous rent control law in the city, and so this would provide relief to the landlords and hopefully, ultimately, the tenants, because they're the beneficiaries of our rent control law. And so I would move number 2 to adopt a resolution declining the levy. Are there any other comments by the council?
I would like to agree with you, Mayor. This is, actually sits right in the heart of my district, and I know that there's a lot of services that are required. And I also agree that the ultimate benefit is to the residents, the tenants in that district, and these services are critical for the residents in there. So I agree with you, and I'd like to second that motion.
Yeah, and I just want to comment, Mayor,
Councilman
that
Morales.
the difference between what we brought up to question in PH2 and PH4 is the fact that we're talking about 2 different areas that are notably different. One has more need, which is this one, and our impact. Our hope is that the impact would be for the residents in the most positive way, so I support it as well.
I agree.
So is the first and second, or any other council comments before I call for the vote? Go ahead, Councilman Padilla.
No.
Oh, okay. Madam City Clerk.
Yes, Mayor. Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
I move item 3.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Moving on to the consent calendar, items 2 through 6.
So moved.
Second.
I'd like to pull
Hold
item
on one
5.
sec. Hold on a second. Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right.
I'd like to pull item 5.
Okay. Did we move in second?
Yes, Mayor,
Yes,
you
we
did.
So,
We'll
okay,
I moved
motion,
it, so
motion to
I'll-
withdraw.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye,
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye.
and I'll move 2 through 4 and 6.
Second.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Item 5. Call
Staff,
item 5.
okay. Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members authorize payment of an invoice in the amount of $50,000 to the Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation for park furniture related to the installation of baseball field improvements at Edward Vincent Jr. Park.
Okay, you had a question, Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's actually good news, but I do want some clarification. I read the staff report, Ms. Barnes, so thank you very much for that. And I know there's been quite a bit of baseball field improvement at Ed Vincent Park. In fact, 2 dream fields there. And just wanted to make sure this is a reimbursement to the foundation, I believe, for this, because they did install the benches there, park furniture. So can you just clarify that, please?
Well, basically, this $50,000 is part of the renovations to the field. However, the foundation agreed to pay an up to amount in the totality of that project. And this $50,000 represents an excess in addition to the amount that they agreed to pay. But they paid for the whole thing, and we're reimbursing.
Mayor, if I could add something to that, I'm not sure Councilwoman Gray was on, I think it was the first event, one of the first events you attended. Yeah, and it was great. I know you saw how great it was, but I
Right.
just want to say that one of the biggest problems to the baseball fields at Ed Vincent Park for as long as I can remember were gopher holes in the field, and they repaired everything, and then they put, from what I was told, about 3 feet around the field, they put some fencing with it inside the ground to prevent gophers from going
Wire
through.
mesh.
wire mesh, and I was just so impressed with that because, I mean, for my whole life, they had to go for holes there, so that's awesome. Anyway.
Well, thank you for those comments. The reason why I really just wanted to hear more is I wanted the public to really know the good things that are happening there at the park. And that's why I asked for the clarification. But this was a reimbursement to the foundation for what the city had agreed to do, correct?
Yes, it's
Okay.
it's the
I was
amount.
asking Ms. Barnes.
Well, no, Ms. Barnes.
you.
Ms. Barnes, when we run a meeting, you wait until the chair acknowledges you. The question has been answered, all right? Thank you.
All right, I have an additional question.
All right.
Is there any other plans for Ed Vincent Park improvements?
Not right now.
Okay.
Madam City Clerk?
Yes, Mayor, council, we need a motion, Mayor.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. SPH 1.
Staff report requesting that a public hearing be set to consider zoning code amendment number 23-00004 to modify Chapter 12 of the Inglewood Municipal Code to establish regulations for fast food restaurants citywide.
Set the public hearing for August 22nd, 2023 at 2 p.m. A1.
Thank you, Mayor. There's no other reports from the city attorney's office.
CM1.
No oral report, sir.
CC1.
Yes, Mayor, I have a few talking points today.
Okay.
First, I would like to acknowledge our National Night Out. I'm excited to announce that our office will have a booth there to answer any questions, or if anyone has any concerns about wanting to register to vote and/or any questions about our upcoming presidential election, my office and myself, we will be out there to answer any questions. And so I'm encouraging all of our residents to come out and support our men police officers tonight. And then also, Mayor, next week, we will shoot our next podcast. I'm excited about that. Our Let's Chat podcast. It's all men this time. So, they can't talk about us with the Women Rock because now we have all the men there that will be with us. We have our special guest, Councilmember Padilla Morales. We have our county clerk, Dean Logan. We have Lawrence from our 1500 or Nothing, and just added is our county administrator, Dr. James Morris. And so I'm excited to have them come and share with us and our residents. And then lastly, I would like to wish our chief, our mayor, a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. There's our picture, by the way, so you can't say I didn't put a picture up of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. CSA 2.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting approval of the minutes for the Inglewood successor agency meetings held on April 11th, April 18th, and April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Successor agency members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. Adjourn the successor agency. H2.
Approval of the minutes for the Inglewood Housing Authority meetings held on April 11th, April 18th, and April 25th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Housing Authority members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. Adjourn the Housing Authority. JPA 1.
Approval of the minutes of the Inglewood Joint Powers Authority meeting held on April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Joint Powers Authority members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. Adjourn the JPA. No appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Public comment. Any persons wishing to address City Council on any matter connected with city business may do so at this time for 1 minute.
This disdain that you have for black women, how you cut them off and routinely dismiss them is very alarming. But let's go to that staff report on that Dodgers field because what you're saying is inaccurate. When I was reading the staff report, it seemed like the Dodgers Foundation on the city's behalf procured benches for an event because, according to the staff report, there was a supply shortage. And I guess you were trying to get this project online so you guys can have your PR event. Tell the truth, shame the devil. So when you cut off and cut people off, and then you supply a public comment that's inconsistent with your staff report, what's very alarming was you cut off the councilwoman's questioning, and her residents want answers to her questions. And then you disrespected a black woman by you called me misogynistic. Look, that's a whole nother conversation.
With that, is there any other public comment?
Good afternoon, Council. Is it on? Yeah. Good afternoon, Council. My name is Haley Hutt, here representing Assemblymember Tina McKenna's office. As we are now approaching August, we're getting ready for our back to school backpack event in partnership with our very own Councilwoman Dion Falk. Please come out to the corner of Crenshaw and Imperial on August 19th from 10 to 1 a.m. We're going to have surprise guests. So please come out and participate. Bring the kids, bring your family. It's going to be a great event for the community. We can't wait to see you out there. Free haircuts, a lot of resources, glasses, prescriptions, COVID vaccine, flu shots, updates for your immunization cards for your students, all of the above. So please bring out your families and the community, and we can't wait to see you there. Thank you.
So much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Deontay Johnson. I'm an entrepreneur from Columbus, Ohio. We're actually looking to open a footwear store here in Inglewood, California. We love the environment, love the culture and the community. Just here to take notes and observe, but just wanted to make myself known and introduce myself. So hopefully we'll be looking to see each other a lot soon.
Good luck,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Mayor, I did have a public comment. Wanted to, on behalf of all of the staff here at the City of Inglewood, your colleagues and myself, we wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I'm just waiting so we can, there it is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
Oh, you
to
get an actual cake.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear Mayor. Happy birthday to you. Woo! From all of us here.
Who put that number on it?
That's awesome. Awesome. Yes.
Well, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate this.
Make your wish. Okay.
So I would tell you that I had a cardiac appointment this morning, and they said that they consider me a case study. They're amazed at how much fast my recovery has been. So I'm grateful for that. All right. So council comments, Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. City Clerk Aisha, I saw your announcement about the podcast for men. I'm looking for women, okay? So, all right.
You are
Just want to
next,
make
Council.
sure you know that, okay? Just also want to remind folks about the National Night Out with the police department in the city, and looking forward to seeing everyone there. And thank you to the police department for all their services. Want to remind people that I will be at the ICOP Center the fourth Thursday of each month from 1 to 3 and from 4 to 6. So I invite my residents to stop by and chat with me. Also, I'm having a shredding event on September 30th at the ICOP Center from 9 to 12. In addition, I talked about having a meeting with the businesses in District 1, and so that has been scheduled, and the date is August 21st, and you will hear more about that, the place, the location, and the time frame. So thank you very much.
All right. Councilman Padilla, District 2.
Great, thank you. A couple of announcements. So this past Sunday, I had my pet wellness clinic. I got to tell you, it was amazing, the turnout from folks all over the Inglewood area and adjoining communities. Because we partner with LA County Animal care and control, we also had folks from different areas come out, and they were very appreciative of us hosting this event for our four-legged family members. So again, these little, cute dogs and cats out there, they got taken care of by the vets. These things were free of charge. And again, standing room only crowd, everybody was well behaved, including our little furry dogs. So I had the honor of going to the Lions Club installation dinner this past Friday evening, and I want to congratulate our new line president, Yolanda Lathern, on being selected as our leader for the Lions Club. I'm a proud member of the Lions, the Rotarians, Knights of Columbus, a few other organizations, and it's always good to see this community support that we have here in the city of Inglewood. It feels good to see our residents and business owners that participate and give of their time to give to those folks that are needy or not needy, I should say, but maybe, need some assistance in many other ways that they're not getting. So it's good to see the community come together to provide that. Again, I know that Aisha mentioned National Night Out. It's right here at the south lawn of City Hall. So please come on out, support our police department. They're out there every single day putting their life on the line, making sure that our community is safe. And I congratulate and applaud them. I know we had one of our sergeants here in the council meeting. So I do want to hope you could join me in giving our Inglewood police officers a round of applause to thank them. And then also, I want to invite everybody to come out a week from this Saturday, or let me back up. Come out this coming Saturday to our backpack giveaway that I'm hosting along with Inglewood Unified School District. It's the backpack giveaway goes Saturday from 9 to 12 at Sentinel Elementary School, right there on Marlboro and Hyde Park. And then lastly, District 2 cook-off is a week from this Saturday, August the 12th, starting at 4 p.m. And we have 12 chefs that are going to be cooking the chili. Following that, we're going to have a movie in the park. So come on out Saturday, August 12th. Thank you.
Councilwoman Falk, District 4.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I'd like to again wish you a happy, happy birthday. All right. Okay. I want to advise our District 4 residents that Taylor Swift is in town, y'all. And there is 6 shows that's happening this week. It looks like it's starting Thursday. There'll be 6 shows. And so they are anticipating sold out crowds every night. So please, please, please be aware of your movement within District 4 so that you can avoid the traffic. The shows start at 6:30 every night, so anticipate that and try and conduct yourself so you don't get caught up in all of the traffic that will be happening. So that's that. And then also, I do want to give a shout out to National Night Out as well. Looking forward to going out and honoring our police officers like everyone else and congratulate. I know that some of our staff have been working hard like Cinderella. So wanted to congratulate her and all the other staff members that'll be out there putting on a wonderful National Night Out. District 4 will have a booth out there as well, and we will be providing information on District 4 events. Also, I do want to congratulate a business in District 4. It's LA Care. They had a very successful back-to-school backpack resource fair yesterday. And there were so many kids. It was a whole line that lined up Crenshaw, and a lot of parents came out to get backpacks, pencils, all kinds of school supplies. So want to congratulate them on a very successful event. And then last but not least, Assemblymember Tina McKenna and myself, like Haley said, we are partnering and we are doing our own back-to-school backpack event that is happening on Saturday, August 19th. and it will also be in the area. So it's not the Crenshaw Imperial Shopping Center; it's the shopping center just north. So the Superior Shopping Center. So we will have all kinds of great services for our students, and like Haley said, we'll have some special guests. So please, please, please make sure you bring the kids. They're going to have a wonderful time. Looking forward to putting on that great event for the kids. This will be our second annual event. So we will see you there. Thanks, Mayor.
All right. Councilman Morales, District 3.
We all talk about the police officers and how much we appreciate them, and it's just amazing the role that they play in any community. You know, when you don't know who to call, that's who you call, and that's an amazing responsibility. So we're very fortunate to have our own police department, which is amazing in itself for a city our size. Proud of that. And then thanks for giving us 12 of those years, big guy. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. You know, congratulations to the police department on another national night out that we're having tonight. Spent 37 years in the business. I think Alex spent 32 or something like that. And so we have a great appreciation for our law enforcement people. I want to tell you, this is my 13th year as the mayor, and it's my 32nd year in service to the city of Inglewood, and my 51st year in municipal government. And I am beyond grateful for having been allowed to be in service for 3 different cities and for this city for 32 years. This has been, every time I would move around, I'd say, boy, it doesn't get any better than this. And when I came back to Inglewood and everything was gone and all we had left was a sizzler and a big donut, and we had an $18 million structural deficit, had to lay people off, get rid of lifetime medical, I said, it doesn't get any worse than this. I can truly say again, it doesn't get any better than this. And Ms. Barnes, if I cut you off, that was not meant to cut you off. I want to explain to people about, you know, how I run the meetings. And Eloy is the only one on the dais that can testify to this. When I became the mayor, that was a time of 7 to 8 hour council meetings. Am I correct in that assessment, Eloy? Okay.
Watch them, yes.
Okay, and we have DVDs.
Yeah, Aisha was here.
Do we have DVDs to prove it? And I'll tell you what happened. The council meetings were free-for-alls, nothing. A council meeting is not, it's not a town hall meeting. It's not a school. It's a business meeting. And you know what business gets done on every Tuesday per the charter? Is the city's business. And so as a chair, you're supposed to control the meeting so that the business is done. And so something that I don't do that people were allowed to do before I came, they got to yell out from the audience. Council people could just direct questions to staff and have staff start talking. And that's not the way a business meeting is run. And so when I gently stopped you, it was just a reminder that if the chair doesn't ask for staff comment, then it doesn't occur. And the chair makes a decision as if staff's comment is needed, if further explanation is needed, or if an item needs to be tabled because there's not sufficient information. But being the chair is a significant responsibility. And so I want you to understand, Ms. Barnes, you know I love you to death, but that it wasn't that, you know that's not the way I run meetings. So I apologize to you if you listened to Mr. McCoy. But anyway, with that, you guys back on.
Mr. Mayor, may I make some comments?
Not right now. Not
I'm
right now.
asking you for
But
comments.
not right now. This is my time. Thank you.
Oh, when you finish.
No, you won't have time. And so I'm going to tell you guys, this has been the best time of my life, and I look forward to more time to come. And with that, we're adjourned.